I don't really know a lot about this game. I can read the description in the store page. Give me just a moment. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is a groundbreaking role-playing game. You're a detective with a unique skill system at your disposal, and this is entirely too loud. Wait a minute. That's better. Forgot that I did that. You're a detective with a unique skill set at your disposal and a whole city to carve your path across. Interrogate unforgettable characters, crack murderers, or take bribes. Crack murderers or take bribes. Become a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being. Got loads of those too this morning. I mean, I get it. Alright, so that being said, let's get started. Select an archetype. Thinker. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Okay, 5 intellect, or intelligence, 1... I don't know what that stands for. They come with an encyclopedia, though. They have 4 motivation. A psychologist, sensitive. A psychologist, magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done but dumb as a rock. Create your own character. Let's go with thinker because I have no clue what any of this does. So here we go. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their dress even clears water deeper. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Ever.
Never, ever.
Simply keep on
An
non-existent.
inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
I have an ancient reptilian brain. This is great.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allions. Oh, let's go. I want to get off now, like pain and burning. Nah.
All right. Nothing down to fuck all borough.
A return trip to the silence, please. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal and who gives a shit.
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
Sensations sound like obligations.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Okay, so mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear anything about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help, someone cut my head off, it's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice committing a motor carriage.
I think he's just drunk. Yeah, I confirm now that he is drunk. The hell is happening here? I don't seem to have control of myself yet. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. What? Give me the thing. No, give me the thing. Yes. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Hold tab to highlight. But I'm using a controller. Will he walk to it? Oh, sweet! Disco ass blazer.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
What?
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Alright. Can I get my tie?
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Oh. I'm here. Wait a sec. Say hi to everyone. Okay, hello. Let's go for it.
You reach out to grab the tie. But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest.
Do I only have
and
2
keeping you
health?
from moving. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. You know what you should do. You should stop the fan and then try again. Do it if you want to die. The stabbing pain in your chest is telling you. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to
I can still fail? Okay.
The time. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Okay, do I have a shirt? What is this?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Yeah, let's assess the size of the
It is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture.
I am very tired. How are you?
Something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
How weak is that glass that a fucking shoe breaks it? How strong is the man that breaks it? Is there no shirt? Oh, am I wearing a shirt? I have kind of interview tomorrow morning, so going to bed a bit earlier than usual. I hope it goes well. Good luck. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. We are playing a game called Disco Elysium. Green shoe, left foot. You're welcome. Go out the door, my dude. Thank you. There's something on the table. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving. Oh, well. Hey, look, it's a shoe. This is Disco Elysium. I wanted to try something different. And what are we doing so far? Unsure.
Hello, officer.
Officer? I guess I'm a cop. I'm a
The young
detective. I knew
woman
that.
raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
That's how old I am. Oh? Is that good or bad?
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Good things about it. I feel I should mention something. Oh no, it's color-based, isn't it?
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
Oh, okay. And what business is that? I probably should read my responses.
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
That doesn't seem very good. I don't know where she go. I might not know where I am or who I am or what a corpus kinema, you know he just said it, but I forget already, is. How I know what one sounds like.
She nods.
But I do know when someone's not telling me the whole story. What am I doing here? What's my case?
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops.
Why didn't you just tell me
I didn't
that?
mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Could it be because of the drink?
Oh shit, I didn't read it again. I'm sorry. She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
That is a low odds of success for that
Something
statement.
stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words 1,000,000 times before.
So the news is still under development, but apparently 3 of the core co-creators of this game were ousted by force from the dev studio. Why?
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. You're
Where
in a
exactly is
hostel,
here?
sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
How about you tell me something else instead?
Yeah?
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything
There
last
was
night?
the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any
I couldn't
visitors?
say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
I'm going to press X to doubt.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then what
Then
happened?
you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being
No.
assaulted?
It didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything
There
else.
was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay,
Glad
you can
to
go
have
now.
been of assistance.
Calendar says it's March. The year is 1951. I'm assuming 1951. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. $22.51. It's a weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not. Thank you. I gave it an attempt. Wait, where the hell am I? Oh, I see, all the way over here. I did say it wrong. An effort was made. Thanks, guys. This is where the lyrics would be. If I had some! A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. I've had time to think, and I said it right? Really? There's no way.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Honestly, Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil, and Dead Rising are the only horror games I've played, kind of, and not all of them. Plus some passing interest in seeing Doom. Okay, yeah, to me asking you what kind of horror games you like.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Oh yeah, this is big brain time.
The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Stegoarius Skua.
Can I help you
Look,
with that?
Your buddy is over there.
True. He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean,
He
my
pretends
buddy?
not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No,
Are you the
I'm
bartender?
not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage.
3.
3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
He shrugs.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just... what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Well, screw you too, buddy.
You should totally sing karaoke. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course. At this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, that'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
Seems like a lot of effort. Hello? Hello? Come on. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The door is bolted. A sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 13 o'clock. 1300 hours. Whatever. Inside you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia. A strike poster, some red peanuts. Peanuts? Peanut? Well, I can't reread it now, so that's cool. Everyone can go in the kitchen, yes. A sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. Let me speak to you before speaking to my buddy in the...
Sweetie.
Oh, hello, cryptozoologist, huh?
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay. Is this pinball? The royal pinball machine is unplugged. That is a shame.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Guy looks more like me than I look like myself.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Conceptualization. Invent a name for yourself.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
It's so cool. It's very cool, but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that? It's very cool. It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious. My name is...
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one
classy name for a cop.
One classy cop.
You know, gaslighting's not real.
Yes. Well.
He doesn't even process what you just said. Just move on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him, the cafeteria manager? No,
Then
I haven't.
we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware that I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What
At
interview?
the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah. No! Not even a little.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Let's get going
After
then.
you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Hey, what's up? Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
If you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But
Oh,
since
shit.
you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Hey, hypothetically,
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember
No
anything.
response. He just arches his brow.
This is Disco Elysium.
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved?
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help? I'm afraid this is a medical
Really?
situation.
You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage
This
here.
psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, guy.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
You know what? Okay,
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
then. You lost me.
A
Hey,
moment
forget it.
passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch.
The lieutenant's kind of an asshole. But so am I, so that makes sense.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
It's
He
me.
drops the ledger he was holding and
I am
turns to
frozen.
the lieutenant.
Well, I am Frost, so that checks out.
Mr. Gart, right?
You
You
run
run
this.
this place.
Yes.
He responds terrously.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Tersely?
This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41... Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you.
Sylvie,
She
what a
usually
great
works
name.
the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Wow, why didn't I think of that? Thank you,
said
game.
You
Very
just
cool.
got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
It's not what I thought. No need to be an asshole.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then. Questions. I got
His
this.
face expresses profound doubt.
Thanks for the
in your
100 bits,
happiness.
April.
Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Where exactly is the
Behind this
body?
building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one.
really big
You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Oddly specific.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
Why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
What a nerd.
Thank you.
Didn't go
I
well?
asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist.
What?
That's right. There's one thing I know about myself, and it's that I'm a... You heard
Is
me.
that so? Mr. Feminist?
He catches the rest before it leaves his mouth, probably thinking it's best not to say anything.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Who
I
killed
don't
him?
know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Before you said they hoisted him up on a tree, who did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie
No,
told
it's
me
like a
everyone knows
passive
dock workers did
buff. I know, right? There was an option for me to disable the voice acting, but there's no way. These guys are like real voice actors, and I'm just a freaking loser.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, guy.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send
Next
a
con.
message.
I have
The
another question.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Let's go.
That's all.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
Slip away unnoticed.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the most mature person on this stream. Alright. No. There it is. Okay. This is overwhelming. What? Huh? Thought cabinet. Okay. Inexplicable feminist agenda. Temporary research bonus +2 authority against men research time. 3 hours, 45 minutes. Something stirs inside you, something interdisciplinary. Is it a newly formed reaction to the tyrannical gender roles around you, or something you've always had? One thing is for sure, you're not a mild feminist. Oh no! These are incendiary thoughts aimed at undermining the very pillars of society. Could you fashion them into some sort of weapon, perhaps? A first strike weapon to decapitate the XY chromosome hemorrhage? God fucking damn it, hegemony. Jesus. Alright. This was why I stopped playing it initially, is because my speech impediment gets in the way quite often.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Visual calculus. The Disco has not Elysium. What the actual fuck am I looking at? Please create a weapon.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
Burnt rubber. But do you have a
Some
family?
of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
You see, this guy has like a real voice. I'm just just sound like if you took a potato and like froze it and then threw it into a garbage disposal, and then after that like plugged headphones into it.
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard,
Hello, Lona.
barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
The car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city.
Thanks, I made my voice myself. Yes, but it was my Google history. I think I got it. Still better than me, though. What am I, a carrot in the garbage? No. You're like a real person. No, I don't want to talk to you. You're an asshat.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes.
And I regret going
number
through them all one by
43.
one.
4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
No. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Okay, count more.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, ain't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it.
They are not the
in
same
a strange,
boots.
beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms.
It's kind of a lot, Jesus.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Walks with a limp. Otherwise, could walk with, like, some sort of, like, I have an uncle who has a club foot, so his right boot... yeah, I think so. Probably the person who hoisted the guy up. How many? The lieutenant has been tracking your eyes' movements. 400 million. 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step, number
A woman
41 shoe.
Or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be
Understood.
sure.
Anything else?
A heavy one, 200 kilograms.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was carrying him
Possibly,
over.
yes.
But why?
But why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim wasn't conscious.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What
An
else can you
aberration.
see?
One soul is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Yes, I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south, toward the traffic jam instead. The machines are silent. The engines are all turned off.
So I'm reading it as if it is a conversation between myself and the guy. So as soon as I finish speaking, I hit the button to continue the next line of dialogue, so it seems more natural.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
I mean, yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
The lieutenant writes the information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. How old do you think these tracks
maybe?
are?
7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller.
Yeah, oh yes, I am choosing from a list.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's
How do you know?
forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think
What
happened
do I
here?
think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Hello, Zafira.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Immediately and always.
Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
This is easy. I think we have a firm understanding of what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
We've been through all of it.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Fucking hot, dude.
You seem to be holding your breath. A
Damn.
cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
I'm not gonna throw up. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. The kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Hello? What was that?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step
Looks like
closer.
It's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me!
Murder was the case they gave me.
She has almost vanished behind the fence. Only the top of her hat remains. Oh yeah, nah. What the fuck? That is a child throwing rocks, yes. At a dead body.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. I hope there's a chance for me to fucking call him ugly.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Hey, kid. A word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
The children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Wow. Holy shit, can I assault a
The
child?
boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it.
Talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Ah.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno. The rake, Kuno.
Uh-oh.
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kid, you want to hang out? I'm not a narc. Look, I have some questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
The body. What do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know
Kuno
anything.
knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you know how it got up
Probably
there?
climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happen?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist. I have an encyclopedia in my
Why
brain.
you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Yeah.
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Sounds pretty lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
Have you seen anyone suspicious
Just
around?
a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That's
I want
it.
to fucking
Fucking
punch this
suspicious
kid.
to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective
I think so.
as a shield.
Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation?
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit.
He seems
Don't
offended.
know that bullshit to Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Would that be a
Watch
bad
out,
thing?
Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire
Help!
alarm.
Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
I'm just gonna
Yeah?
leave.
Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Fucking...
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Wow. Is there anything worse than a... No. Damaged morale. Ugh. Oh, I had to talk to him? What's happening? Stop. What's happening? Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick. What on... Throw something at them, like these hands! Can I... Am I being a... That's new. Am I being attacked? I can't move.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eaten them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you, fuck you. Thank you for the 100 bits, April. Something like this happened to me and I had to reset, but I'm dumb. You're not dumb.
He watches you melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM.
Is this the end of the
following
game?
A nervous breakdown.
Did I have a
He
nervous
now lives
breakdown and
under a
lose?
bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while." Satellite
Good
officer
game.
Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner,
I got it from
commented.
Humble Bundle.
Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Wow. Damn, I played this game last in 2020. Wow. Did I really? I lost? I died? Might as well just reload this autosave here. Oh, is it this? Oh, no, okay. I have to go through all this dialogue again.
Real?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
Hold on, what is this money anyway? Don't I get something for effort?
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away. Now,
Nice.
I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square.
Thank you
Don't
for your
thank me yet.
cooperation.
You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you up there.
He points upstairs toward your
Now,
room.
what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here.
Goodbye. Fuck you, man. Alright. There's 2 games over for 2 different kinds of HP running out. I see. You have morale and then HP, I'm assuming. Yeah? Let's look in this trash can. Dude, look at it. There are bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag. We'll do this for the
You see a
XP.
set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers. No, these tracks are not interesting at all.
Obviously, we're not talking to the fucking kid. Health and morale,
There are
yes.
several footprints in the mud, left by work, maybe more than 12. 1, 2.
I'm just gonna
step
skip through
3,
this.
4. Standard work boot.
So
Number
basically, you have to redo the
45,
kid's part.
Or you don't. 5. Another standard work. 6. An aberration. Impost. You're not. 7. 8.
How many? I was pretty off then. I never got the hang of a woman. Okay. How do
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Any 200?
He might be right. 200.
Possibly.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. You have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. Interesting. Someone operating a workbench? No, perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. You're right.
We need to keep a low profile.
A week?
It is not.
I pulled.
Correct again. Sub-Zero.
What do I think? Then, after whole.
Indeed. Yes. The lieutenant.
Either way. What else?
Game over speed and record is 13 seconds. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Oh, nope. That wasn't the button I wanted. Item ganged. Magnesium. Okay. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. How dare they? The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Alright. There are any choices with the kids, so probably. The letter R wears a crown. On a ribbon below, a light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
You can get this game through Steam. I believe it's in the Epic Games Store. It's definitely in the Humble Store, but that'll probably sell to you through Steam. How do we get this lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Fair
he
enough.
might also have information. This is better than the pry bar.
Yep, let's go talk to him. Back inside to accost the manager. You're welcome. How's the bird coming along, dipshit?
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered
the 9-day
father
government
of scientific communism.
This says 11-day government.
Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
What?
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Goodbye. Never bringing him back. See ya. No, I don't want to talk to him. Hello?
This trash container with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's this?
Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of the carton.
Milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
If I'm used to this, then dive
further.
further.
The box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Thanks for the 100 bits, April. 1,000. Thanks for the 1,000 bits, April. I'm sorry. Wow. Thanks.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
a
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the
This
shirt.
is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind
Talk
of
to you later.
red-knit
I hope
shirt
you have a good
that's
night.
worn over light armor
Take care.
to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Okay.
the lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug, I'm getting
You
the mug
pick
too.
out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Nice.
That's one thing off the list.
All right. Where's my inventory? There we go. Let's interact with it.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
There's quite a lot to read here, actually. Look at all the
Oh
content.
boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
The mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Let's go. Maybe I should go wash my hands. Is there a washroom in here? I guess I'm going to return his stupid keys to him. Because only these people had access to the chute, which
Can
means...
I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's
How
clothes.
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Thanks, let's talk about something
Yes?
else. I've seen something here at the Whirling. A thing I need to talk about.
Thing.
I saw a sign that said I can't go in the kitchen. Why can't I go in the kitchen? I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
What's that?
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find
We
them?
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today,
They'll be
then
here
they'll
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Something else I want to talk
By
about.
the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Goodbye. Alright. Uh-oh. Autosave, that means I'm about to die.
The RCM in Martinez.
Young woman
What
looks up.
can I help you with?
You sound
We don't
surprised.
see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are
Me?
you exactly?
I am just a gardener.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
Oh, come on. There's more to you than
Is
that.
there?
The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong.
Yes, what are you
I
doing
am
here?
working.
Working
I
on what?
have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But?
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh.
My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Salts? Ammonium salts? Perhaps useful for later.
We need
Of
directions.
course. Where to? No problem.
She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Of
have
course.
to run.
I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. Oh, right. His motor carriage. This is probably it. What? Hello?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Open
In
the
the
door.
cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Let's take
It's
that.
robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise. The pry
gonna
bar
take all of
feels
it.
nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts.
Push in the pull-out
The
toolbox.
pull-out toolbox slides back into its net.
Okay, so we probably should get that body down. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta.
I don't need that. Come on. Let me... Okay. Just the name of a building. Let's talk to you. Or not. Can I, please? Thank you.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have.
I
don't
am
know
the
about
law.
Books.
What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because?
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Geneva
I
school
do
or
my
something?
studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't school more important than
Mum
this?
says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
I hate the mom as well. How's
Mum
the business
says it's
going?
peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't think
They
curses are
shouldn't
real.
be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
It's just regular trading and selling of things, child. It doesn't work out for most people. They are not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say. See ya. Are these books? Why are these books out in the freaking cold, dude? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Inside, the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. I am getting further away from this body, but it's mildly on purpose.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
Thanks.
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
I'm sorry for sneaking up on you.
Look at the ass on that.
Oh no, my morale. Is that a cat? No. What is that? I can't... Is it rope? I can't tell. A garden hose. Wouldn't be of use until the snow melts. There's no cat, and now I want my money back. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Dude, thank you. What? Nice. I don't know what this all is, but... Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously.
There must be another way into the building.
Whoa, why the hell was that so loud?
Yes?
What the hell was that?
It's been a weekend without issue.
A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging.
You see a young man on a
I know,
balcony
right?
nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
No trouble for me. Just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, we really need to talk
Is
to
it
you.
really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name?
My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Okay, can you tell me your name?
That's
No, of
That's a
course
loop.
not. Could you please lower your voice?
Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh.
He waves
You already asked
lazily
me
with a
that,
cigarette.
didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
I'm pretty sure I
No,
didn't.
not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something
Last
down.
week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead houseplants, and all the neighboring windows are black.
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Excellent.
I had a friend over.
What kind of
friend?
friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
All right, we'll talk later.
We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before snubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
The answer's no if you don't ask.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
What do you want from me? Do you want me to cry? Huh?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry.
He takes a quick step back and looks around, clearly disturbed.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. Can we pick up that cigarette for DNA evidence?
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right, he probably... So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. I am actually gonna save here because I'm very tired. So, I know it's a little bit of a short stream, but thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please give our channel a follow. It's the best way for us to let you know when we go live. And in that same vein, if you could join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, just so you know all the best places to get information. Anything that's in the card will help you get in contact with us. So I will stream something tomorrow, and it will be a little bit longer because I won't be as dead, I hope. So anyway, see you guys.